everyone, welcome to SchoolQuizz.com. So we were studying what factual passage based on many things. So we have studied factual passage based on visual input. Okay, we have studied case study, right? Today we are going to see what statistical data means. Factual passage based on statistical data. For that, you need to know what is statistics. So I hope you are doing algebra and geometry, right? So in that you are having statistics. What is stats? Okay. It means you have given the data, you have given the figure, and you have to figure out that what is according to that situation based on that chart or that graph. Means statistics, the part of data is given, the survey is done. So you know the meaning of statistics, I hope. So let us begin with statistical data. Okay. So let us read the passage first. Okay. So case-based factual passage with visual inputs is given over here. Now what is the passage about? We'll read it carefully. Newspaper reading habit not only creates habit of reading, but also opens the door to self-improvement. The practice of reading a newspaper has been associated with improvement in students' attitudes towards reading overall. Means what is given over here, it is about newspaper reading. Okay. So I have just one question. How many of you read newspapers often? Okay, you can answer in the comment section. So I guess most of people don't, particularly see the hard copy of the newspaper, but they check it over the mobile. I hope you are also doing the same. But what happens when you read the hard copy, it will not affect your eyes. You will be able to see and understand more clearly and reflect that image capture in your mind. So here we are talking about newspapers. You all must know about what is newspaper, what news will be included in that papers. Okay, so newspaper reading habit not only creates a habit of reading, means it will improve your reading, but also opens the door to self-improvement. You can recognize your growth from the day one when you have started reading newspaper, from the day till 30th day. Okay, so from day 1 to day 30th, you will see an improvement in yourself, like how you have grown, how you have the sense of, understanding what's given much importance and what's given not. So I can tell you the modern world, the internet world, has the newspaper in the modern format, which is called as YouTube. You can get everything available over what? YouTube. Every news. Suppose a building caught fire, it will be available over YouTube in just a fraction of seconds, So fraction of seconds, you will get a YouTube video of what has been happened to that place. So you will be like, oh, I got the news. Okay. And you will read that in the next day newspaper. So you'll be like, yeah, I have seen that news. But traditionally reading newspaper will improvise your reading. Watching that will visualize your importance, that what places would you see as important ones. Okay. So reading also creates a good habit. The practice of reading a newspaper has been associated with improvements in students' attitudes towards reading overall. Therefore, a case study was conducted at the Apex College, Mumbai, okay, where it was conducted, Apex College, Mumbai, to identify the newspaper reading habits of the college professionals like graduate, postgraduate, and PhD students. See, when we grow old, we don't focus on, news much. We focus on our studies. So the survey has been conducted. The case study has been conducted for them, for the older students, so that they can know that are the graduates reading the newspapers or not. The specific purpose of this study was to study thoroughly the reading habits of 21st century apex professionals in the college. They wanted to see that how much their college students are reading. And UG and PG students, UG means undergraduate, who are going for their graduation, means FY, SY, PY, like that. And first year, second year, like that. And PG students means postgraduate, who are in MCom part 1 or MCom part 2, who are doing their masters. Okay, with the aim to identify their reading attitudes, purposes, preferences, and tastes. See what happens when we see in a newspaper Sudoku is available. So we'll be like, oh, I'm going to solve that puzzle. Means you have interest in that. Okay. So like that, we get to know about their taste. Okay. The data was collected using the questionnaire method. Now it was collected through which method? Questionnaire. Means you will give questionnaire to your students and they are going to take over whatever they prefer. Okay. MCQs kind of. So like, do you watch TV? Yes or no? That is a question. So I'll select yes. Like that you are going to do. Okay. Now, there were questionnaires were distributed among the professionals and 143 filled the questionnaires were obtained from the respondents. The collected information was tabulated by statistical method, means the table and percentage which is given below. Table 1 and 2 clearly show the gender-wise and degree-wise distribution of questionnaires among total 143 respondents. Male are 44.06% and females are 55.94%. Okay, so here what is shown that table 1 and 2 shows that there are 44% of male and approx 55 or 56% of female. Okay, so see, number of questionnaire distributed in the male, how many have solved of them? 80, 63 received. Okay. Out of 80, how many are received? 63. So there are 44%. Now in female, 120 questionnaire were distributed and received 80, means 55.94. So overall, we have distributed 200 and we have got responses of 143 respondents. Okay. So this is table 1. We are going to see the table 2. See. In that, we have distributed to UG, means undergraduates and postgraduates, and PhD, means who is doing the doctorate, PhD in the particular subject. Okay. So for UG students, we have distributed 130 questions and we have received the response of 80% only. So that is 55. For PG students, we have distributed 50 questions and we have got response of 45 questionnaire. That is 31%. Now in PhD, we have distributed only 20 questionnaires, but 18 students have filled that form. That is 12.59%. So total overall 200, 143 and 100. Okay, that is the percentage. Okay. So now this is the graph, choices that people are taking employment in newspapers and everything. So see, the graph of politics related is how much? 10, 20, okay, 25 above, okay. And sports is highest. Sports is how much? 50. Okay. And regarding admission and notification is also highest, 50. Okay. 50 above it is also. So what is that? That is PD, UG and PhD. PG is referred by purple color. They are giving the highest response. UG is given by reddish color. That is reddish pinkish color. That means the response is not low, but the medium response. Okay. PhD students are giving a low response, but see, to politics related, how much response is given, to sports and games, how much response is given, to business, who wants to conduct business, how much response is given, to employment news, who is interested in employment, how much response is given, advertisement, how much, importance is given, regarding admission. See, what do we see? We see in the newspaper, oh, there is an admission required, and other things apart, there were some responses. Okay. So here, which kind of newspapers they were reading? Below figure shows the average choice of newspaper reading among fisheries professionals. The respondents were allowed to prefer multiple responses. The newspapers were studied. There were Hindu, Times of India, Mumbai Mirror, Dainik Jagran, and Amar Ujala. Okay. So who have chose what kind of newspapers? So this is the colors given to all the newspaper based companies: the Hindu, the Times of India, Mumbai, Dainik, and Amar. Okay. So 11% of those people used what? Hindustan Times. Okay. Sorry, Amar Ujala. And that 25% belongs to the Hindu. 22% belongs to the Times of India. 32 belongs to Mumbai Mirror. 10% to Dainik Jagran, and 11% to what? Amar Ujala. Like that it is given. Okay. So highest person, that is 32%. It is given to which? Mumbai Mirror, right? Highest percentage is given to Mumbai Mirror. Okay. I hope I'm clear with it. Okay. So now this was the passage, last paragraph. As far as the source of the newspaper is concerned, 41.96 has mentioned they were reading library subscription newspapers, means how you can get the subscription of the library. 27.97 professionals pointed they were reading individually subscribed newspaper, means they paid for that newspapers. While 18.88 respondents mentioned their preference or source of newspaper was online mode, while 7.69 mentioned the college hostel was the source of newspaper. Okay. So this is the percentage, how many are using their personalized, newspapers, how many are using libraries newspaper, how many are, getting source from the hostel newspapers. This study reveals that most of the students are in habit of reading newspapers, but still they are not aware of the advantage of online newspapers. Now, do you know where we can find the online newspapers? Do you know some application or anything? Okay, so I have an assignment for you. You have to search for those applications from where you can read the online newspapers. Okay. But this study reveals most of the students are in the habit of reading newspapers, but they are not aware of the advantage of online newspapers and news portals, which can spontaneously update their knowledge by providing latest and nascent information, means new information. Therefore, the library professionals must create more awareness of such news sources, and libraries must ensure that the students have access to wide variety of newspapers so as to enable the students to read their preferred newspaper, whatever they want to. See, Mumbai Mirrors have 32% vote, as we have seen. So why? Because it is very famous. It has very proper information. Second comes the Times of India, Hindustan Times. So we all prefer those kind of newspapers because it gives us precise information. We know that from the name of that company, ki, okay, this will give us proper information. We trust in that brand. Okay, so like that we want that newspapers only, right? So as to enable their preferred newspapers, means as I prefer Times of India, like that it is an example. So I want that Times of India in my library, and enhance their knowledge based on which can help them to be more productive in their academics and lead a responsible life in the society. Means they have to be more productive in the academics. So for that, they have to read the newspapers and have a responsible human being who lives in our society. Okay. So I hope we are clear with the passage now. We are moving forward with the questionnaire. Now you have to solve the answers. I'm not going to solve that. You can take a pause in the video and you can take a screenshot of the video and read the passage and solve the question. I have not given answers over here, so you can solve by yourself. Okay, so we are reading the questions. Which is the mostly read topic in the newspapers by undergraduates? You have seen the graph. Okay, we are going to solve that. Okay, so we will solve that in the next lecture. Till then, we are going to see once what we have read, so that we will be thorough in the passage, and after that we will be able to solve the questions. Okay, so just see the passage, read it. I'm just being silent for a minute so that you can read the passage. Okay, you can take a screenshot if you want. Here only table is changed, so you can take the screenshot of table 2, not the upper thing. Okay. Okay, note this graph. We have this in the questionnaires. Note this graph too. This pie chart. Okay. Okay. So I hope I'm clear with it. Okay. Till then, we'll see you in the next lecture. So then take care. Bye. Hello everyone, welcome to schoolquiz.com. So today we are going to continue the topic that we have started in the previous lecture. So I hope you know what topic we have started earlier. It was factual passage based with statistical data. Okay. So we have seen the table in that. We have read the passage, what was given in it. Today we are going to solve the questionnaire based on that. Okay. So I hope you have the passage with you, right? Okay. So let us begin. Okay, moving on to questionnaires, right? So this is, your pie chart. Questionnaires which we have studied. Okay, first one. Which is the mostly read topic in the newspaper by undergraduates? Undergraduates means UG. Most readily read topic by UG. Okay, so UG is pink. Most read topic is which one? Sports and games. So our answer will be sports and games. That is A. Okay, how I identified? See, pink color identifies that it is a UG. Now, in the bar graph, what you see that highest pink color is over sports and games. So our answer is sports and games. Okay, that's how I identified. Next is which two newspapers are mostly read? Means overall we have to say. Okay, so it was in the this pie chart, right? So 32% and 22. So what are those? Times of India and Mumbai Mirror. Okay, so the Times of India and Mumbai Mirror, that is option number A is the correct option. Now how I identified? C, choice of newspaper 32 plus 22%. These two are more rather than 10, 11 and 25. Oh, 25 and 32 are more. Sorry, I have mistaken. 25 is more. So 32 and 25 means the Hindu and Mumbai Mirror. Okay, these are the mostly read newspapers, not the Times of India. I have mistaken. So you must be sure. I have not seen the 25 number. Okay, the 25 is more than 22, right? Okay, so over here, what two types of newspapers were mostly studied? So first one is the Times of Mumbai Mirror, definitely, because it is shown in the green color. Then 25 is given to the Hindu, dark blue. So what two newspapers are there? Mumbai Mirror and the Hindu. So our correct option will be B,